Okay, this question is from TTV, Mr. Porkchop. Your question is, what do I think about getting into an academy, Red Bulls Academy or FC Austin? I think on the deeper level, a club's a club. They are going to provide you with, they have coaches, they have their own networks, and they got a lot of great players, right? Maybe a lot, since they're a big club, they're going to attract some of the best talent. If they have infrastructure or they have the status, right? Maybe they're the in club. But I think on the deeper level, you got to control what you can control. So I guess my question is, what are your current habits? How much time have you created your personal training routine for yourself? What does your personal soccer meditation, your soccer practice look like? Have you even developed that? And if so, what does that look like? How much time are you spending juggling every day? How much time are you spending dribbling? Do you warm up? Fundamental things. Are you warming up? Habits basically go hand in hand with the type of person who you are. So, right, like, are you eating healthy? Are you getting sleep on time? Are you, applying yourself? Like, how Jordan Peterson asked us, how many minutes or hours a day do you spend wasting your own time? Like, are you applying yourself in the ways that you are? Or like, are you growing your life not just in soccer but in other ways as well? Or are you like have this illusion that you're just gonna play for an academy, then just get signed, and then it's all fairies and fairy tales and butterflies? So I think you got to grow yourself, not just in soccer but in life too. You got to be curious. You got to develop your listening skills and your communication, and you got to learn, whether it's through written or video or audio, right? Are you pursuing knowledge and growing your life in terms of mindset? I have written down the word mindset, right? My question is, right, what's your mindset like? Do you have a growth mindset? Are you seeking out knowledge within your area? And right, I don't know where you're from. Are you seeking knowledge? So, for example, I live in Newport, Rhode Island, right? If I was a smart person, I would find out current and former pros, professional players who live in Newport and in Rhode Island, because I guarantee you there's actually, I know of one professional player. His name's last name's Chang, who lives who lives in Newport, and I should be interviewing them. But my question is, are you seeking out professional players in your hometown and in your area, in your state, and even not in your state, right? I drove one time 16 plus hours to go work out with one of the best strength coaches of all time, Louis Simmons, right? I drove almost halfway across the country just to train with him, and it was a very formative experience. Really changed my life. So that's something you want to think about. Muhammad Ali, he trained 6 days a week all day, but what separated him from other greats, and the reason he became a great boxer, is because he sought out knowledge. He would write to trainers, he would write to mentors and say, I want to be the best boxer of all time. Can I come meet you? And would you like to meet me? Right? I went to his museum in Kentucky, and there's documents of him doing this. So your mindset's super important. Are you growing every day? Are you showing up? Even if you have, let's say you committed to juggling every day, or let's say you've committed to training every day, and you only have, let's say you thought you had an hour, but now you only have 15 minutes. Are you still getting in that little bit of training? Just that little bit, right? It's those little things that add up into a huge success through life. Those little things add up. I have written down here, diamonds in your backyard. What do I mean by this? In your town or your city, wherever, is there Is there a well-known kickboxing gym? Is there a Pilates instructor? Is there a sprint coach? Is there, Cristiano Ronaldo? He shows on his Instagram him doing Pilates. I've trained with a sprint coach up in Massachusetts. So there's people who are in your backyard, in your area, who are professionals at certain things that can help you grow your life in deeper ways than you may not appreciate. And I'm sure there's people in your backyard who can help you, or in your town, or in your neighborhood, in your community, who can help you grow your life. Is there a breathing expert, right? Is there strength coaches who could help, sprint coaches, people who can help help you grow as a soccer player in ways that just give you like a little bit of leverage. Gymnastics, is there a gymnastics coach who, right? Is there a local college? There's got to be someone can help you train smarter than the way you're training right now. I'm very sure of it. And then I have what written down here, 80-20 principle. What's the best part of your game? Are you fast? Are you a power forward? Can you hold up the ball? Are you a target striker? You're very tall. Can you run for days? Is it cardio? Are you a goal scoring machine? Right? You got to understand how you are special. What's your gift? Can you invest in that deeper? Can you go all in on scoring goals, or all in on endurance, or all in on lockdown defense? And you got to like double down on your strengths and develop diagonals, right? You got to develop like, okay, if I'm a goal scoring machine, do I work my left foot? And so now I'm not only banging with the right, I'm banging with the left. Or, if you're a winger with good endurance, do you want to start to develop do you develop the ability to not only get them up the wing, but you can start to cut in, and now you're working on your left-footed strike. So you want to develop, not only invest in your number one strength, but also work on complementary strengths that's going to make your strength even more dangerous. So, okay, those are my thoughts. So directly speaking to your question, what do I think about it? It's like, well, earn that shit. You got to earn. It's like you should be nuts. It's like I would always be, if I showed up to a U14 practice, or let's say I'm 14 years old and I was playing for under 15s, I would always be looking to juggle, show up early, show up an hour early, show up 2 hours early at training. Go train with the older kids. Go warm up with older kids. No matter how old you are or how good you are, if there's a younger kid who's going to who wants to ask me if he can juggle with me, or ask me questions about training, I think this goes for all great players. They're going to help the younger player. So don't hesitate. If you see a great player who's older, or great, even online, you see someone who's got a great training routine online, or a great skills trainer, skills coach, sprint coach, whatever. You got to ask a lot of questions. Even questions that, sometimes you get some advice from some people, and they might tell you one thing, and you kind of, you take it with a grain of salt. You say, that makes sense, or that doesn't make sense, and it helps guide you develop your own thing. So, right, to recap, what are your habits? Are they matching? What are your habits, and are you taking the little steps each day to make those small wins, right? A little habit done every day, big results at the end of, big results that accumulates. Mindset. Do you have a growth mindset? Are you seeking out knowledge? Are you seeking out the best? Are you seeking out pros? Are you seeking out instructors? Are you seeking out mentors, trainers? And then this ties into diamonds in your backyard. Have you invested in your community? Is there, or in the knowledge base of your community, is there a sauna by your gym? Are you using the sauna? Right? There's people. Is there a library close? Right? I freaking leveled up. I remember I leveled up. I went to the URI library. I searched for everything gymnastics, movement, and I found these incredible gymnastics routines for stretching. There's knowledge that I'm telling you is asking to be found. And then the 80-20 principle. What's your strengths? Are you investing in them? And are you doubling down on them? Have you even thought about that? Like, how am I dangerous on the field? Okay, how do I become even more dangerous than the way I'm already dangerous? So, hope this helps, and reach out with any questions. I love the questions. So, thanks for your time. All right.